Well, let's get started. Got a lot to talk about today. On the well.
Welcome back to The Well, everybody, where we talk about anything from the world to worship and everything in between. I'm your host, Kendra Sims, and today I have Dave, Danetta, Trinity, and the homie Donnie.
Hey.
How's everybody doing today?
Great.
Good. The homie.
The homie. He's
I don't
the
know how I
homie.
feel about Dave having on that Golden State Warriors jersey.
Hey,
He's from
man.
the
Looks
East
nice
Coast.
to me.
I know from the, but you know, my fiance's from the town, Donnie. You know.
Oh, that's
Gotta
right.
represent. Gotta represent.
Okay, so we have a very interesting topic today. We're going to be talking about something that affects all of us, I believe, as we're all sitting at this table. College graduates, Danetta and Trinity, both are recent graduates. Let's give it up.
Hey, we did that, girl.
Y'all gotta do that again. Y'all gotta do that again.
Wait, 2017.
Here we go.
It was better.
But here's the
It was better.
and talking about being college graduates, there's the elephant in the room that we don't necessarily bring forward to the table until we start getting those letters in the mail, those phone calls. And
Oh.
I'm talking about student debt,
Oh,
student loans.
yeah.
Ooh,
talking
Donnie,
about-
your face says you have something to say. How do you feel about student loan debt? in
Well,
general?
oh man.
Sheesh.
You know, I just got finished looking on my phone. You know, my uncle Navient wants me to pay back $121,000 in loans.
Lord.
And
have mercy.
I'm not really happy about that. I'm gonna leave it to my children. That's my plan. I'm gonna
That's
leave my
not an
dad.
inheritance.
That's not inheritance.
No.
That's a black inheritance.
Yeah. Oh,
So I'm gonna leave
yeah.
them the black inheritance. But
That is true.
I don't know. I'm not happy that I have student loans, but I'm happy the education that I received. But I've learned. I've learned some things that I'll probably share when I get over
When you get
how
over
much.
it.
Yeah.
I know it does feel like a lump. But I have a question. I'm going to shoot this at Dave. So when you think about the lump sum amount of what you owe or had to pay back for your college education, does it make you regret your decision even a little bit, or how you feel about that?
No, I don't have any regret about going to college. Actually, it's crazy. I'm going to celebrate my 10-year anniversary
All right,
for graduating
all right.
this year.
From where? Where'd you graduate from, bro?
Hampton University.
Wow.
You already know.
Okay.
HU.
All right.
But seriously, like, I don't have any regrets. One thing I do know, like, I ran track in high school. Unfortunately, I was good enough to get offered some scholarship money, and then one particular place offered me money to go there, and I didn't have to pay it all.
Nice.
I really didn't want to go to that school, so I went to Hampton, had a little bit of money that was given, but still had to pay. And, you know, and on the back end, you're like, man, should I have taken all the money to go somewhere I didn't want to go, to lose out on the friendships and the relationships that I have now, to the maturity that I gained from that particular school? No, I can't. I don't think you could put money on that. But at the same time, like, I knew that I wasn't going to take out like $40,000, $50,000. There was one point when my classes got dropped my senior year, and I had to get like a letter signed by the president of the school and university, because I was like, if I don't have the money, I'm not coming back. So
Right.
I didn't even start my last semester of my senior year until March, and everybody started in January. But I had to like take classes at night, meet with the president of my department. I had to do so many things just to do it, but I was just like, I refused to like go so far into debt off of that. And so I don't regret at all.
It's cool that you had like a limit set for yourself. I have a question, and Trinity and Danette, I kind of want to hear you guys' take on it. A lot of people feel like student loan debt, the amount that it is kind of preys on the vulnerable. You know, whether it's, you know, lower than middle class, if you will, or just different statuses as, you know, race or ethnicities. How do you guys feel about student loan debt and the concept that it preys on the vulnerable?
Well, like David said, would you say you a senior year you didn't start on time?
Your senior year, you know, yeah, it was. I didn't start on time because I didn't have
That
money.
was my situation second semester into my program. Second semester. And I was like, okay, well, you want me to pay this because, you know, I'm older. So, of course, I don't qualify for that parent bracket range. So they like, oh, looking at your taxes, what did you bring in last year? No. I feel as though, like, if I want to go to school and get an education, why do I have to keep taking out all this money, money? And thank God I was blessed to have like 2 scholarships along the program, but that wasn't enough. You hear me?
Right.
So anyway, I
talk.
say this. I told them, I was like, well, if you want me to take out this much, I'm not going to be able to continue. So what I did, I prayed about it to my God, and God answered my prayers. And
your
they came
God,
back,
all right.
And they came back and said, you know what, moving forward, you can just pay this much out of pocket, and it worked for me. Now, had I not did that, they probably would have tried to keep getting me out of all that they could that they know I didn't have.
Yeah, I just think it sucks that, in order to get a higher education, especially as a person of color, that, we have to, just spend so much. Like, why does higher education have to cost so much when it's something that's really enforced? Like, oh, if you want this job, you gotta have a college degree, but can't get the college degree because I don't have the funds, to necessarily go to college.
Puts a lot of pressure on everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, there's 44.2 million Americans that have, college debt. That's a
And
lot
growing.
of people,
Sure
and it's
is.
growing. The number
Right.
is not going back down.
Right. Oh, that's
and
for
then
sure.
neither were colleges.
Right.
By the
Right.
time I graduated, Hampton, the per year amount was a lot higher than when I first started.
Wow.
So it's like it's a lot of pressure that forces people to make really hard decisions.
Yeah.
Either, I take out a lot of money. Like, we're not even talking about people that are doctors,
Right.
Right.
Lord, going to school for.
You talking about undergrad?
Regular
Right.
four-year,
Undergrad.
regular
I-
4-year.
I knew of an anesthesiologist one time in surgery, and he said that because they used to work in surgery. He said he was still paying on student loans.
Wow.
And I was like,
He getting paid. He getting paid well.
Right,
He getting paid.
right.
He ain't seeing it.
Real well, but he's not seeing none
Yeah,
of it.
and that's the thing. Like when I think about our parents, like my mom, going when I was in high school, it was like, you're going to go to college. Like, you need to go to college. You need to apply what school you want to go to.
Yep.
And so I had it already embedded mentally, like, I need to go to college.
Right.
But the problem was there was nothing set up for me to be able to
Right, that
enter into
part.
college. Like, you want me to go to college, my mom would say, leave the girls alone, get ready, focus on the books, go to school. But there was no savings. There was no education savings fund prepared for me. And so when I went into college, I had to take out loans. And like you were saying, the government, whether you're taking out, subsidized, unsubsidized, or you're getting Pell Grants or whatever, they threw so much money at me. Like, I was an undergrad at Chico State. I had my own apartment where I had a roommate, and I had enough money to pay for books, to pay your tuition and all that. Still had like $800 a month that was coming in, and I was getting government assistance because I was on work study. So I'm getting like food stamps. I got all this coming in, and. But I didn't know, like, I'm taking this money, but you're going to have to pay it back at such a high interest rate.
right.
And I didn't know that you can turn down and only take enough.
Yeah.
Right. You definitely can.
You can take only what you need. Or you can take that money, take whatever the extra is, and put that into an account that earns
Right.
interest.
But a lot of us, like, we all in a similar situation.
Yeah, and it kind of goes to play with the whole concept of first generational college students and how I used to work in enrollment services, and anytime I would get a call from a parent or a prospective student, I'm on the phone and they're just like, especially if it was minority, because of course I'm over here like, okay, well, make sure you call this office and talk to this person.
Right.
But I didn't find that out until I got
up
into
my
school
system.
and met that person, and I realized what type of resources were available. But then it's like, okay, so when I'm thinking about, I really want this degree. My mama said I got to go to school. Now I really want to go to school, and I
Right.
want to, I want to further my education because I want
Right.
to, I want to help. I want to do what God has called me to do in my field, right? So then it's like, okay, so we're thinking about God's calling for our lives and what He told us to do. But even if you're thinking about those who are strictly getting religious education, like even seminary, you got to pay for that too.
Yes, you
Real
do.
You
talk.
know.
Yeah.
But I thought Jesus covered it all.
I mean, He covered it, but you still got work to do.
Jesus paid it all.
Yeah.
Some people really operating out of life like
But
that.
I think about, I'm happy, for the degree I have. I have a master's degree in youth ministry from Azusa
sir.
Pacific University. I'm happy about that, right? But I don't like that, I have to pay $120,000 plus. I'm married and my wife has accumulated the same debt. So you take her,
And
I don't
yeah.
know. She's smarter than me, so she probably has like $150,000 or something.
Well-
but you combine that, and it's a lot.
Can I
Right.
jump in there?
Yeah, jump in.
I just finished my master's
Yes,
at
sir.
Azusa Pacific.
Yeah, man.
And what they tried to, it's crazy. They tried to like pull me in, Christian University. They tried to pull me in. They was like, why don't you take this 3-year program? I said, my brother, I want the certificate.
Right.
He's like, well, you can qualify for the master's program. So I walked into that a little bit more.
Right.
But it wasn't for my better good. I mean, obviously it was for my better good. I learned
Right.
a lot. I'm thankful for it. But like initially, like, they say all these things. Oh man, you can really help.
That's
Bro, they
right.
trying to get that check.
They need that money.
Right.
It was
At the end of the
It was
day.
$800. Obviously, for the master's degree, it was $1,800
Right.
per course.
Per course. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You should have saw the look on my face
Right.
during the exit counseling. I was like, wow.
Wow.
Exactly.
right. That's literally all you can say. Wow.
It kind of puts things back. It puts things back
Like,
into
do I
perspective.
really?
And so you think
Like
about
how
you
much I
think
really owe.
Right.
you think about all these other students, right, who have gone to school, have taken out loans, and then it's hard to find a job that's going to even help you to be able to make the minimum payment on your
Exactly.
student loans.
Exactly.
And what if you don't even get a job in your field? Now you're just working to pay off the loan and
Right.
not working in your field. Then you frustrated.
Right.
You going down a little. It's a rabbit. It's called the rat race.
Yeah.
You know, you
Going down.
just
And you
you
feel
in
like
the
you
system.
just can't catch up.
Right.
I
At all.
feel like you just can't catch up.
Yeah.
So
On the
I want
treadmill.
to.
Sally will keep calling me,
Okay. And
Sally Mae. Yeah,
Well,
she
Sally
called-
get on
Stuff
my
in the
nerves.
She keep changing the number. Too.
Right.
Slick.
Yeah.
Sally Mae didn't even want me.
She a
I'm
bad-
gonna
she
tell
a
you. I
bad-
didn't
From
even call her.
877.
She a bad girlfriend.
877.
Right.
Oh, because you know, and then when you fill out the application, they got the other people who will always have your contact information, so they can still reach you. But this has been
I just put it in the pile, but you
right.
go over there.
This has been an amazing discussion talking about student loan debt and just student loan accumulation. So if you have any student loan information out there, please let us know. Any questions or comments? Help. Please let us know in the comments below. Please follow West Angeles on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all of our social media outlets. Thank you for watching and keep following us. Thank you.
Looking for more West State TV original content? Like and subscribe to make sure you never miss a video.